None of what we said in the first 5 minutes should be in the show.
That's a bang up way to start this episode. Welcome to Wilder Minds, everybody.
All right.
Yikes.
Aye. We got probably short and sweet today. I know we all got a lot going on, ready and to head down to Ohio.
Blood on the ground. Yeah. It was Wes.
Yeah.
First archery buck, crossbow.
Yep.
In my mind, the old school way is, it's the vertical bow is your first true archery buck, but I mean, nowadays, it's the way you get the younger guys into it.
Heck yeah.
It was great. It was a cool hunt, man. Wind was perfect. And we went up, just our family property up in northern Michigan, about 40 minutes from here. And we snuck in, and within 15 minutes, there were deer everywhere. And they're chasing. I mean, this was Saturday. And this is 25th, so they were chasing like crazy.
Frisky.
Yep. It's cold. I mean, it's just good weather. It's 50s, low 50s, high 40s during the day. And one buck came out in the food plot within 15 minutes. A second buck cruised in front of us, and apparently this third buck came out of the swamp. We had no idea. I didn't see him at all, but they were all posturing. And it was kind of behind this autumn olive bush where they were all kind of doing everything. I couldn't see behind it, but it's only 40 yards away. And I was filming, and I could actually, because my eyes suck, you could see what was going on as I edited the episode.
Right, but you couldn't
see it live,
real time,
because I'm blind.
Yeah.
And so it turns out he was down there. The one was thrashing the autumn olive, and then we didn't even have the bow up because Wes wasn't going to shoot the smaller buck. He was a younger 8-point, and out of the autumn olive, this buck gained 100 pounds and grew 40 inches.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Where'd he come from?
You could hear it in your voice.
Yeah, you could hear
it in your voice. You're like, oh, shooter.
Yeah.
I'm like get
what?
Get your bow. Because it was like, he popped up just the way he walked in.
Yeah, he walked in, and it was just crossbow sitting on the blind ground, and he picked it up, and we picked a window. I mean, I was going to cut a lot of these autumn olive down because that's our gun stand. Yeah. But I don't think I'm going to now, because it gives you the ability to move in these pockets and windows. So it got behind another big new autumn olive, and those things grow so fast.
Yeah, they grow. They're crazy.
So I swear I cut them last year.
And they love to beat the shit out of them.
They love to thrash them. Yeah. It's like the willow of the moose.
Yeah.
They love to just screw around with them. Yep. So he's come. I knew right where he was coming up this frickin' just the main trail to our right side. So he gets in the window, and I stop him, and he puts a good shot on him. It was a hair high, but we had good angle, and he ran 80 yards and just crashed right in the food plot. And shocking. Did not expect to do that. You know, I mean, it's just a good spot. I mean, we've killed a lot of gun bucks out of that blind, but we had never really archery hunted it at all.
Yeah.
But it was just a good wind, and we just wanted to see some deer and see. We hadn't been out there much, honestly, just once or twice, and it just worked out, man. And
isn't it true though that like anytime you see a buck, I'm always like this. I think I've gotten better over years, but you see a buck, especially one that you're chasing, and you're like, I got to kill him now.
Yeah.
Right. It's that whole like, there he is, got to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, and usually when you force it like that is when you screw up.
It's when you screw up.
It's when you sit back and you're like, well, he's going to do what he's going to do, and we'll just see how it goes.
Yeah.
I think I was out, especially younger, like, I mean, now after seeing so many deer and understanding, it's a little different. Like I said, I'm getting better at it, but I was always like, you see the buck, and he's doing his thing, and you see him coming through the timber, and you immediately go, I'm going to rattle and grunt him over here.
Get him to me.
I'm going to bring him right here to this tree. And so you're like, you see this deer moving through the trees, and you're just like, burp, burp, burp. And then you're like trying, and it's like, if you just, now it's like, I won't even reach for it unless he starts going it's like, what's he going to do? Let it happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let it
read him for a hot second.
Chances are he's walking at me. I don't need to grunt at him to keep him walking at me.
Yeah.
It's like, now I've just put him on alert.
Yeah.
So it's like, I've learned that over the years of just like so many that I've messed up because I either rattled too soon or I grunted at him when I should have just let it happen, and
Yeah.
then decided, oh, he's leaving, now I'm going to do this. And so,
Yeah, you learn, man.
But I was like, my first go-to is like, you see a buck and you're like, grab the rattling antlers, and I'm like, I'm going to bring him right here to this tree. And 9 times out of 10, you hit him and he stands there and looks like through, and he's like, I can't see the fight, now I'm leaving. And you're like, I think I just fucked that up. I think I just.
And let's be honest, more times than not, it does not work.
Yeah,
I mean, grunting and even a bleat call or whatever. Like, I would say 9 times out of 10, it doesn't work.
No.
But when you get that one that's in the mood, and it works, it's addicting. It's like, oh, wait a minute, this is cool.
Blind rattling is like, I will randomly blind rattle maybe once in the morning, like when after sunrise, you know, an hour in and I haven't seen anything, I'll rattle, sit down and go, okay, what's in the area, right?
Yep.
That's another. And then, but in the evening, I very rarely ever roll. I don't think I have. Now the other time is, you see a buck and he is in the distance and he is walking on a ridge and he's going a different direction, but he's far enough away. Like you catch him in the binos, he's 100, 200 yards through the timber or something like that. You smack those antlers together, chances are he's at least coming into 50. He's coming that direction, right? So that's a different story. But I'm talking, sometimes I've had him at 40 yards in the brush right behind me and I'm like, I'm going to get him, you know, and it's like, I just scared the shit out of him. Like, you know, younger, I was like, he's like, what the hell's that up there? You know, and then off he runs and I'm like, well, I wonder why he did that. And then later on, I'm like, well, yeah, okay. There wasn't a fight at 40 yards in front of him in the timber. And he was like, okay, I'm out of here, you know, but when you have the advantage of you can see them, but they can't see you, then it's like,
it's Jagger.
Then you can
what
just,
it is. It's that setup.
It is,
there.
It's Jaggers. Cause you know, they walk the bottom ridge and they can't see on top. So they got to come up. And when you have that advantage, then I think rattling is, and it is so exciting. There's nothing better than rattling a buck.
Seasons, things happen. Like I was filming Gibson 2 nights ago, back at the farm at our property up north, and there's 10 point. He's a 140-inch deer. I had him on camera. I just checked it the day before. I'm like, oh, he's here regularly. We doubled the spot. They had a stand I put in there years ago. I doubled it, and we're sitting there. I said, we are looking for this buck. Like an hour before dark, whoop, he jumps out of the food plot, out of the swamp, and I look, and it looks like someone's holding a mount. Like he's looking like this, big. I mean, he's a big deer.
Yeah.
He's right there. And I'm like, Gib, here he is. I mean, he's literally, I expected him to come here and just work his way right through to us. And there were does getting chased over up to the other side, about 200 yards to our north. And I think he saw that, but Gib grabbed his bow, and he did. This is the things you learn about. He had his glove on and he put his release on, but it was so goddamn tight. You know, like you always kind of got to work it down and get where my trigger finger is. He just put it on and he went like, whoop, and he couldn't even reach his trigger. So he's putting a little tension on it, and it goes, and he hit the trigger, it goes, ping. He did a Rich Schultz.
Old Uncle Rich.
That's
He did a Rich.
And
it went,
did he wave?
and he's like
Rich did?
I heard him go, oh, you know, like, oh God.
Yeah, oh no.
Buck never heard it. It didn't screw us, but you know, I was starting to film the buck, just going to film him, and then, so I ended up, this is what we talked about, you're as a dad, and getting the footage wasn't number one. Like I grabbed his bow and I'm holding his bow, watching this buck walk across the food plot at 100 yards, thinking I'd really like to fucking get footage of that. So I'm holding his bow and he's reaching around, getting another arrow, and puts it on, and he puts the arrow on, and by that time I'm like, yeah, he went over to that other side. So we didn't get footage of him. But that buck, I don't know why. Usually I don't get shook, but I put him in my binos. And I was like, oh my God, like he is super impressive. He comes out real wide and tall, and it might not even have been. I looked at him so quick. It might not even have been the one we looked at.
The 10 you were expecting.
No, this is a dude. His neck was this big around. And so I'm doing all this, and I'm going, hey. I'm like, why am I shaking? Like, I usually don't get like that. And I don't know if it was just because we're in our home ground and we saw a buck like that I didn't expect. Like, he was the equivalent of seeing like a 170-inch buck in Ohio.
In Ohio,
Like, he was a stud. And we've just got him kind of figured out. Like, I feel like if we hunted this one area for a week, we'd kill him.